you can't just do authenticity halfway, because then it's inauthentic, right? In the example, again, with the seagull, you could define, let's say, a world where seagulls are made of swords. Right? And you can develop that further and say, well, there was this country which was on an island, a small island, relatively, which was very weak because it didn't have access to many natural resources. It couldn't have a strong army. But once the seagulls became weapons, because they had many seagulls, they would hunt them and use them as swords and armaments for the soldiers. And suddenly, in the span of 50 years, the country became a superpower because, as everyone else was being harried by flying swords, these guys managed to wield them properly. You can say the thing with like the island nation and how they became a superpower because of how they're wielding the seagulls as God-given weapons. That's fine, but if you stop there and you don't explore everything, that would be an implication of this. People would actually feel more betrayed. And that's a funny thing. There's an inverse effect there. Because if the world isn't even at all authentic, people are going to look at it, they're going to see how ridiculous it is, and they're going to laugh and say, yeah, it's kind of dumb, but at least it's enjoyable. Like, they would engage only with the premise of it and kind of give everything a pass. But if you have this ridiculous premise and you just will build it a little bit to be authentic and they kind of stop part way, people are going to feel that the world has authenticity to offer. They're going to engage with it, then realize that this is a facade, and they're going to feel betrayed because they already invested their energy. And the same goes for games, because authenticity spans everything that the work is. World building isn't just something that's on the side. It doesn't just describe events in the past, separate from what's happening currently in the story. It doesn't work that way. Everything is a continuous stream of cause and effect. It spans into infinity. And so, if you're creating something that's multimedia, such as a video game, or such as a movie, or a series, or whatever, even if it's like an interactive PowerPoint presentation, it doesn't matter. If it's multimedia, then all aspects of its narrative design, meaning all components of how the story is told, not what the story is, have to adhere to the laws of authenticity, because otherwise they violate what the world is. And this should be a given, right? So when you're making games, not like you have the game design in one department and like the game testers, and then there's the programming, right? And then there's the writing team, and then adjacent to the writing team, you have the world builders who are like the least liked of everyone, just kind of pushed into the corner. It doesn't work that way. It shouldn't definitely work that way. So it's especially important that games respect authenticity with their totality. It's kind of something I have as a personal gripe. It seems to me that in the games industry, things are done the other way around.